What's going on, everybody? This is episode 109 of the custom map series, and today we're taking a look at a map called PUNISHER1 Gangland, created by Vinci Halo. And this map, I believe, is on Xbox. Yes, Xbox. And this is another episode of the custom map series that I recorded and just never get around to finish editing them. But again, same thing, I lost the original audio file for the commentary, so I'm going to be commentating over the video. But anyways, this is based off of the, I think the TV series Punisher, which I'd never seen, and I've seen bits and pieces of the movie from the early 2000s. But, so forgive me if references go over my head. So we have Crusade, Hard, Vendetta, Revenge, and Daredevil cameo. So I chose the hard one because I'm an idiot. Need supplies. We have some wording here. Jigsaw's handiwork. Bait for an ambush. Every too big gangster in New York wants the price on my head. We have some enemy AI characters right here. So remember, I chose the hard loadout. I died very many times in this map. I don't think I ever played a custom map where I died so much. This one, I died a lot. Lots of enemies to face in this map. I think if you're playing with a co-op partner, the map would be a little more enjoyable. I think it would work great with a co-op buddy. And you have to go down these little alleyways, and there's tons of little nooks and crannies that you can take, but you also have to be on the lookout because enemies can take those paths as well and flank you. I think at this point I was just kind of running around the map, just seeing what there was. There's a lot of different variations of the AI characters. And I've said it plenty of times, that's not really something I really like to see in custom maps. It's just depending on the context. I think in this map, it's fine, you can kind of get away with it. It's New York City. I think it said every gang in town. So I guess you got different gangs that are maybe teaming up, trying to take out the Punisher.
I'm gonna piss in your skull! Now or never!
Now you're seeing a lot of those grapple icons. And what those are, you can, if you use the Daredevil cameo loadout, you'll actually have a grapple in that, and you can use your grapple to go up onto buildings and things. I think I ended up using that class, and I can't remember if that was the loadout I used to actually beat the map, or if it wasn't. But funny enough, that loadout doesn't have any weapons or anything, I don't think. I think it just has throwing knives. Some of the deaths that I had in this map, I think, were just ridiculous. I remember one specifically, I was behind a container shooting at an enemy that was behind a car, and I did not notice that there was a small propane tank on the very edge corner of that container, and the enemy shot it, and then I blew up. Stuff like that. Now, I do remember one of my issues with this map was the lack of ammunition. There's some little areas around the map that you can find some supplies, but there's not much. And then it didn't help that every time I went to the warehouse, which we're about to see, I blew up the ammunition box. And I think I did it in every single gameplay. But other than that, once you get further into the map, you're facing more difficult enemies, mostly heavies. Well, not mostly, but there's quite a bit of heavies that you face, and sometimes they're not even on the ground, so you can't go behind them and do takedowns to conserve your ammunition. You have to shoot at them because they are on fire escapes. So by the time you kill them, you've lost a lot of ammunition. So that was probably one of my complaints, was just a lack of ammunition pickups throughout the map, considering the amount of enemies to face and also the fact of how many heavies that the player has to face as well. But I did enjoy the map, even though I died a bunch. I did enjoy the map. And I like how dark it is. Usually with nighttime maps, you get that blue glow from like the sun or the moonlight. And we don't really see that much here. And I'm wondering if it's because of the really tall skyscrapers surrounding the exterior map and it's blocking the moon. But I thought I'd just seen the moon just a few seconds ago. But yeah, I do like how dark it is. And we don't see that blue glow or anything like that. I would kind of see it right there. But that could be just the wall. But you know what, that actually might be just lighting. Not a lot of detail in this little gas station here. Alright, so here's the warehouse where I blow up the ammunition. The ammunition that I desperately needed later on. And at first, I think I tried to attempt sneaking in. I was like, there's probably maybe a couple of guys. No, there's not. There's a bunch of guys in here, and they're all crowded around a corner. Did I blow up the ammo because I threw a Molotov like a moron? And, yeah. But once you invade this little warehouse, you start getting a lot of enemies attacking you from the outside. You definitely need to clear out this warehouse quickly. And I don't know what I was doing there. Wow. That was some terrible shooting. Oh look, I'm drawing circles around this guy too. Nice. I have to take in consideration too that when I play console maps, I have a slight lag in the controls. In fact, this video that I'm watching is the audio from the game itself is delayed. And I have to actually fix that in editing. But the audio delay is nowhere near as bad, or the controller delay is nowhere near as bad as the audio delay. And I'm about to die. Coming up here by a propane tank. I like how that guy's just hanging onto the wall. Kind of funny. There's that propane. Oh, there's two of them there. Alright, here we go. I'm taking my sweet time, being cautious. I'm like, ooh. And then, yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's it. Alright, let's see what class I choose. Oh no, I did hard again. I did hard again because that was such a bull crap of a kill. So I went ahead and did it again. Alright. Back where we left off. Up close and personal much. I really don't like the fact that the pistol guys charge. I wish they were more like defenders. And they took cover and they would like shoot their pistol over objects or around objects or just held their place. I mean, they're only pistol guys, for crying out loud. Depending on the context, the scenario of what they're supposed to be doing, I guess it makes sense for them to charge if they're like going to investigate an area. But when they're seeing an enemy and they know the enemy's there, them just running right up to the enemy and just shooting them with a pistol, I don't really like that too much. And I think there's some ammunition here as well. Not a lot, though. Is that a lawnmower? Like how there's a random lawnmower in the middle of the city. There's like no grass in sight. And I don't believe ammunition respawns. Any pickups at all, I don't think any of them respawn. That's why you really need to conserve your ammunition as best as you can. It's an assault map, so I have to make sure that I kill everybody. This is where we face a lot of enemies, including heavies. There's actually more heavies later on, but there's definitely a few here. And this is where I think I died the most in the map. Now we have a really nice... Whoa. We have a really nice convenience store right here. It's real small. Oh yeah, there's no health regeneration too, so... You have to be careful not to use too many medkits. Yep, no ammunition. I'm out. And I'm thinking too, at the time, I was thinking there was going to be ammunition in that convenience store. And I think there was, but there really wasn't a lot. Oh no, there wasn't. It was just body armor and the Desert Eagle.
Run while you can, little man. He was over there. Trouble. Yeah, baby. Don't you dare fall. Jesus, kid. Free. Motherfucker, girl. We got this. Wait me. Nobody quit. No surrender. I'm gonna rip out your liver and kidneys.
I have one shell left. And there's that heavy up there.
Don't go easy on him! Solid! Shitball! You can't win! I hear you, brother! It ain't over till the last man dies! Yeah, baby!
So as you can see, I was in a bit of a pickle here.
Don't cry, little man! Goddamn!
Oh my gosh, I could have did a takedown on him.
You're so annoying!
Instead, I waste a Molotov. Nice. And a bullet.
Nobody loves you!
But I think I end up taking the M60. Or not. See, there's heavies up there on the fire escape. There we go. Aim for the head. And he, oh my gosh, he moved. the right time. There we go. There we go. Jeez. I'm a terrible shot in this playthrough. And what am I doing? Why am I using the M60? Should have known better. I don't think I have any throwables either. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yep, I remember that. I was so happy to get him down, and then I saw that final stand ring show up, and... But at least nobody could save him, so... Well, out of sniper ammo. I couldn't remember though, but I think this map was actually doing pretty decent in the ratings too. Which I have to say is very surprising. Unless I'm just playing the map completely wrong and I missed something, but... I think at one point I ended up choosing the easy loadout and I still ran into the same problem, where I just did not have enough ammunition. And again, that's mainly my fault because I kept blowing up my ammo box at the warehouse. But I don't even know if collecting that would still prevent the lack of ammunition at this point in the map. You just jump out that window? Oh yeah, they can. I do remember praying that there was some ammunition in this little trailer. And there was, but not much. Hunt them down. And here we go. So I go in here and I'm prepared to sneak around, and then I just get surprised by the amount of enemies that were there. And I saw this water and I went down here and I don't know why I didn't continue on through the pipe. But I was hoping that the enemies would have walked away or turned around after a bit. And I did something incredibly stupid. I climbed back up and they're right there. And that was it. Oh yeah, and then the controller gets disconnected on top of it, and I was having issues with that throughout the playthrough as well. Alright, so chose I think I chose the easy... No, I chose hard again. What is wrong with me? I thought I chose easy and I still died. I just didn't want to give up. Alright, so I was in another pickle here. Completely forgot about the heavy. I was running out of ammo, I think, and then... and I completely forgot about the heavy being up there, and he got me down. So in this loadout, I chose the Daredevil cameo loadout, which I actually thought was pretty neat. You can use the grapple hooks and go up onto buildings and get far away from enemies and take them out, or jump onto them, do takedowns. So that's really cool. If you play the map, I recommend using that loadout. And funny enough, that was a loadout I ended up winning with. See, so that pipe is blocked off. That's why I didn't go down there. But then this just looked like it was under the map, like it was a mistake. So I didn't want to go down this way. But this is cool. So you have these little pockets where you can go up to breathe. And what I noticed in this map, or in the sewer section, is that you can basically toy with the enemies. You can pop up from one point of the sewage, shoot some enemies, or do a couple takedowns, then attract all the enemies over to there, but then you can go back down into the water, swim up to another location on the other side, and then just keep doing the same thing. I actually enjoyed this part of the map a lot. Kind of wish the rest of the map was similar, where you can approach enemies in different ways and kind of mess with them. Yeah, I was trying to do some stealth, but that did not work. Don't have that many more enemies left, but I tell you what, that compass shows a lot of enemies. So you have little areas like that, you can jump back into the water and the actual sewage part of this map is very disjointed. A lot of objects seem to be kind of just shoved into one another. So I do wish that the sewers were better designed.
I think they're a lost cause now.
I don't remember where I got the grenades from. 'Cause I think in the Daredevil cameo loadout, there's not anything in the slots other than, I think, throwing knife and just the grapple. Alright, 3 more enemies.
Won't be long now, buddy. We'll get him. Keep it up. What happened? What happened? I'm gonna find a way to kill
I knew once I dealt with the heavy, then the other 2 would be easy peasy. But then again, there's 2 heavies. I thought there was only 1 left.
They're close. Stay calm and move out.
He was over there.
Let me know if you spot him.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Don't cry, little man. It'll all
Alright, just gotta take out this last heavy. I should have just hid right behind the shelf and got him. Why didn't I do that?
You were born a loser and you'll die a loser.
What? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna shoot at him?
Fertilizer.
There you go. Yeah. There it is. And then there's the controller disconnecting. But yeah, so anyways, that was PUNISHER1 Gangland, created by Vinci Halo. It's available on the Xbox. Yeah, so it's a very challenging map. And then again, I was playing on hard difficulty, so that's probably why. So feel free to use the easier loadouts if you don't want much of a challenge, but conserve your ammunition the best you can anyways, just in case you blow up those ammo boxes in that warehouse. But anyways, yeah, I like the dark atmosphere of the map. I do wish there was some more detail in certain areas, like some of the gas stations. A couple of the gas stations looked just completely empty. I like the sewage portion of the map a lot. That was a lot of fun to trick enemies and toy with them like that. But probably too many heavies in my opinion, considering we don't have the correct ammunition or the amount of enough ammunition to combat them. If they were on the ground, that's one thing, because you can always sneak up behind them and do takedowns like that, but having multiple heavies up in places where you can't do that and you have to rely on your ammunition, it really takes a lot, and then you don't have any ammunition to deal with the remaining enemies around. So use the explosive environments to your advantage as well, the best you can. But yeah, I think this map would be fun to play with a co-op partner. A lot of enemies to face, different alleyways to go down. You have enemies that are trying to flank you as well. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one. You all take care now. See ya.